What's up, people? It's your guy Justin in the building. I'm in the building. Come on, bro. What's up? So, as already said, my name is Justin, and this is actually my first video on this YouTube channel. It's my first video, so welcome, welcome to my channel. So, today's video is gonna be about why I love languages. Why does Justin love languages? Why? So, it all started basically, I think, 2 years ago, or like even further. So like it was basically, so like I was basically on YouTube, right? And I was watching this YouTube video from this black guy from China. I think that he lives in China and he also works in China. So like basically like he went to a Chinese village, right? And like he asked this old Chinese woman for some food and all that kind of stuff. And he welcomed him at her house. And like, you know, she really fed him with a lot of food, well, when I'm telling you food, I'm talking like a lot of food for one person, you know. And like, you know, from there, like I started to follow him more and everything. So like once in a while, like I was just watching his videos. But what I loved the most, right, is like the interaction that he had with all those Chinese people and all that kind of stuff, right? So like just seeing that, right, like I don't know, but like, I just fell in love with the idea of being able to speak different languages, because like yes, like you will get the reaction from people and all that kind of stuff, right? But like being able to connect with someone of a different language, and and you're able to speak their native language and able to have a conversation, like fluent conversation with them, like I just find it beautiful. I genuinely find it beautiful. And this is what I want to do. Like I want to speak different languages. Like one of my desires is really like, you know, is really being able to speak different languages with people, because again, like I just love the idea of, you know, of having this interaction with people in different languages and all that kind of stuff. Like I just find it beautiful. So with me, yeah, I'm a polyglot. No, I'm not a polyglot. Sorry, I'm bilingual. So like I speak English and I speak Italian. And no, I do not eat pizza every single day. Neither pasta. I don't eat pasta every single day. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Man. And my African side, so like both of my parents are from Ghana, in West Africa, yeah. And the main language in Ghana, well, there is different languages and everything and dialects, but you know the main language is Twi, even if they speak English. But the main language that locals use is Twi, which I said I speak, but like a little bit, but not too much. But since it has been like around me for like all these years, like since I was born, you know, I can pick up the language pretty fast. Like if I genuinely want to learn it, like seriously, right? So yeah, and after that, so after I learn that African side, like the African language, I want to like I got two languages, right? I got Spanish and I got Japanese. So with Japanese, right, it's not because of anime. Like bro, it's not about anime. I'm telling you, it's not about anime. The reason why I fell in love with Japan is because of this gameplay. Like it's one of my gameplay, no, it's one of my favorite gameplay of all time, which is Ghost of Tsushima. So like basically there was this Italian YouTuber, right, that like he was making a walkthrough. So a walkthrough is basically like he plays the game and like he just tells the story and all that kind of stuff. Like he just plays the game and he watch it. So like I was watching it and everything, and like at the end of the walkthrough, like you know, I just fell in love with the idea of the samurai. So like after that, you know, I went on and watched like so like I wouldn't say so many, but like, I watched like, you know, samurai movies and all that kind of stuff. I just fell in love with the image of, you know, this samurai and all that kind of stuff, right? I just fell in love with it. I just fell in love like with the culture, with the history and all that kind of stuff. Like generally, like I fell in love with Japan, but I also fell in love like with China and all that kind of stuff. And recently, I would say, but more because of Korean series on Netflix. Like, you know, I kind of like Korea and all that kind of stuff. So like Asia, I really like it and everything. And I might say too much. Maybe I'm stretching it, but I think that I can distinguish a Japanese, Chinese. I don't know about Korean, but between a Chinese and a Japanese, I can distinguish which one is Korean, which one no, which one is Japanese, which one is Chinese. Maybe Korean too, but I'm not quite sure. So yeah, and with Spanish, so my love with Spanish, I think it started with this German YouTuber. I think that he's German or South African. I think that he's German, yeah. And like his name is Kurt, and like he basically like travels the world and all that kind of stuff. But like, when he goes to South America, you know that's going to be a good video. So like, you know, he speaks Spanish. Like he went to I think Colombia. He just went to like, you know, those South American countries and all that kind of stuff. And again, like just the interaction that he had with all these people speaking Spanish and all that kind of stuff. I fell in love with Spanish. I fell in love with Spanish. So yeah, so after I learned my African language, like I'll have to choose between Japanese and Spanish. I don't quite know which one I would choose. But yeah, so that's why I love languages. Like I love, you know, just the interaction like that you have like with people and all that kind of stuff. But also being able to speak their native language is just a beautiful thing. And yeah, guys, this is the end of the video. So I'll see you guys. Adios. Oh yeah, I forgot. Like and subscribe. Adios.